I have got some brand new, easy TJ Maxx shopping hacks for you so that you can find the absolute best things in store. Remember, these tips are also going to work at Marshall's too. So let's dive in. This is one of the best hacks, I think, when shopping in store is to look at the end racks. The end racks are where the mirrors are. Yes, the main aisles are important, but what most people are doing is they're leaving all of their hard work for you at the mirrors. So they find these treasures, they try them on, and then they hang up what doesn't go home with them by the mirror. That's why this tip works so well. That's also where the associates know to go to pick up the go backs and put them away. But if you get there before the associate does, that's where you can find someone else's treasures that didn't quite make it. So whether you're in toys or home, beauty, or even the clothing section, always check those racks at the ends and by the mirrors. You can even see today, look at some of these finds next to the mirrors. Go to the men's section and the kids section because sometimes you can find the treasures there too. Did you know that the shapewear aisle is secretly the playground for scarves and ponchos? I always peek behind the shapewear racks and find the most random, delightful accessories. Usually these throws are placed by the bags in store, but because there's so many, the overflow goes to shapewear. You never know what you can find in this section, and bonus points if you find something that looks designer or is designer for less than $20 hanging out in the middle of these racks. FYI, I also find that this is a really good section to look for some of your favorite loungewear brands like Barefoot Dreams. You could even find some Barefoot Dreams dupes hiding out here in these racks. So it's definitely worth spending a little bit of time. I know it doesn't always look like the most fun section to shop in, but it's worth giving it 5 minutes every time you're in store. Okay, activewear lovers, listen up. TJ Maxx has leveled up some of their classic brands. Brands like Sage Collective now has Sage Pro Shop, or one of your most favorite brands you've told me is Yogalicious, but then there's the Yogalicious Luxe. These pieces I find are soft, elevated, and majorly dupe the big brands without the big price tag. They're also the fastest to sell out, so you have to really be watching for them. Honestly, I've snagged pieces and sets here that rival anything I've tried from more expensive athletic wear brands. Also, don't forget to always look for Mondetta and Coyote. Those are two other brands that always dupe the more expensive guys. And remember, if something is not in your size at the front racks, especially when you're in activewear, the best hack that most people don't know or they miss is when you spot that amazing piece on the front facing rack, but it's not in your size, do not walk away. Okay, even if you don't have much time, go to the long racks in that section, because so many times, and I'm talking like 9 out of 10 times, the other sizes are hiding right there. A lot of times associates are putting the pieces back into the long racks where they belong, not realizing that they're brand new arrivals, because new arrivals are coming out constantly. So things are going from those front racks to the long racks. Things are being tried on in the fitting room or put at the mirrors at the end racks, and then associates are putting them back into the long racks. So you can normally find your size in the long rack. Have you ever fallen in love with a chair or an accent table or a pillow, only to wish there was another one? So we call these furniture twins, and these furniture twins exist at many more places than your store. So do not be discouraged. Here's what you can do. Number 1, go ask and see if there's another twin hiding in the back room. Things are constantly coming out of the back rooms of HomeGoods, Marshalls, and TJ Maxx. So go ask someone if it might be hanging out in the back room. Number 2, you could go to another TJ Maxx store. This one's pretty obvious. You could also see if a manager might be willing to call another store to locate the twin. 3, TJ Maxx Online. This is my favorite tip. This is where you would jump on your app in store and do do your best to search for the twin piece you're looking for, whether it's the pillow or the shoe. Go look at TJMAXX.com. You could also go to Marshalls.com. That's the next tip. They have some of pretty much the same inventory, sometimes a little bit different. Speaking of Marshalls, you could also go to a Marshalls store. So where there's a TJ Maxx, her sister Marshalls is probably nearby. So go look in the Marshalls store. Slight chance you could find it there. And then my last tip would be home goods stores. So Home Goods does not have an online store. However, you could go to your nearest home goods store or have an associate potentially call a home goods store, or you could call home goods store yourself to see if your twin is living there. Let's move on to one of my favorite categories, which is the OG dupe candle. Okay, we're going to talk candles. I have tried a million, but sand and fog, it's still my favorite. It is the most clean, gorgeous smelling dupe candle. This is the time of year where I find the best candles for sand and fog come out. These candles are small but mighty this year. I literally wanted to take all 4 home for $7.99. The smell, dare I say, is the most amazing, closest, delicious smell to the Anthropologie fall candles, and they make your home smell like you spent a fortune. I'm telling you. I absolutely love this candle brand. So before you go in and you pay $60+ for a series of amazing, beautiful Anthropologie candles, even though we love them and they make great gifts and they're iconic, I would say a sand and fog candle is going to give you the exact same result for a fraction of the price. Also, can we just say the fall decor that is coming in through TJ Maxx is so different and so beautiful. I'm loving these muted tones, the peaches and the greens and the browns, just like the leaves and the flowers. I haven't actually seen floral come through like this in the fall in this way, and I'm just loving the whole palette. So there's a quick little inspiration of some of the things I took home, and I just loved how they all go together. Like, it's a very beautiful fall palette, isn't it? All right, the next hack. This is a official permission slip to never, ever buy handmade, gorgeous greeting cards at full price again. TJ Maxx's card aisle is bursting with the prettiest, most unique cards, often for just a couple bucks. Whether it's birthdays or weddings or random acts of kindness, your card game is about to be next level. I'm telling you, this is a hack that the Goodwins use. And I will just never spend like $8 to $10 for a beautiful greeting cards. They get expensive. The cost of them are sometimes a gift in and of itself, like to add another $8 to $10 with tax. No longer. We don't do that anymore. And I know some of you have said in prior videos when I've talked about the TJ Maxx greeting cards that you like to go to the Dollar Tree and other places, but there is something really boutique-y about these cards that I love. And that's why I pause here. Okay, so check out the card aisle and see what I mean. Next one, please don't wait until October to start thinking about Halloween or the holidays. If you shop at TJ Maxx, you know this. The early bird gets the worm. The best seasonal finds go fast. So if you see something you love, grab it. And grab it now. It will not be there the next time you go back, I'm telling you. So now is the time. If you're looking for fall pillows, decor, seasonal Halloween stuff, it doesn't just have to be the Halloween crazy cheeky things. You could check out the home decor and really get a leg up on this, okay? If you're curious about home decor too, you should check out my ChatGPT home decor video if you haven't seen it yet. I outline how to use ChatGPT to refresh all of your home decor, and it is going to be a miracle worker for us in the fall because there's so much inspiration, and sometimes stores like Marshalls and TJ Maxx can be a little bit overwhelming. So you can use ChatGPT in a very simple way to get some design inspiration for your tables, your couches, areas of your home. And then you can take that inspiration, go to a TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and start to sort of find that inspiration. I think that is like the most ultimate self-care. I would rather do that all day than get a massage, honestly. Like, I just love that kind of shopping. So check out that video if you haven't yet. Otherwise, Just remember, the early bird gets the worm. So have your inspiration in mind as you shop TJ Maxx for the next season's decor. So speaking of home decor, have you seen Martha Stewart's home line yet? Because I'm finding it shockingly good. I am obsessed with her faux stems. They're so lush, they're so realistic, and they are way less than the high-end version. Plus, her kitchen gadgets and home decor, they're beautiful, useful, chic, and I think very high quality. So for me, my hack is when I am shopping in TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods, and I see a Martha Stewart piece, I'll normally pause and look at it because I find that the quality of it far outweighs the price point of it. And when it comes to those faux stems, this was something I did talk about in my ChatGPT video. I will say, look for the faux real. I think the tag says faux real. They are the most absolute expensive looking and feeling faux stems that I have ever touched. So forget all the other brands, forget paying higher prices, go for these. And normally you can find them in store. I have not yet been able to find them online. Okay, I've saved the best for last, the hanger secret. So runway coats and the highest end pieces at TJ Maxx often hang on special extra sturdy hangers, totally different from the other hangers around. So when I discovered this hack, I was walking around in store and realizing the best, most expensive pieces were on these special fancy hangers. And I was very excited about this because I was like, wait a minute, this is like an easy way to find the best, most expensive pieces for the biggest discount potentially. And so if you have a store that has a runway section, pay attention the next time you go in to the hangers and see what you find, okay? Because today in store, I found tons and tons of things on those hangers that otherwise I wouldn't have noticed if I didn't categorize and organize my eyeballs to finding those hangers. So I thought that was a fun pro tip, especially if you don't have much time in store. That's where some of the best pieces are going to be hanging. This is your bonus hack. This hack she wanted to be shared on this video because as I was walking out of the store, almost finished filming, I saw the long rack and it was like, well, you can see it here. There's a bunch of pieces and then there's nothing except for this one piece. The tip is always check the long racks. Sometimes the piece you're looking for is going to be missized, misplaced, miscategorized. I know those long racks can be a grind, but I'm telling you, those are where so many treasures are. We have a really good day at TJ Maxx versus not. Could come down to the long racks, okay? And you just doing your quick search. And the more you do it, the better and faster you'll get. But today as I was leaving, this is just a reminder, look at this. Like we're in the denim shorts section, I believe. And look at what is sitting here. Now, this is a great piece, but it was misplaced. This is not where this piece belongs. But if I hadn't been looking at the long rack, I wouldn't have seen it. And that's the whole point. So anytime you're shopping, make sure you do a quick scan through some of the long racks. Even if you already have an assumption that that long rack isn't for you, sometimes you can find the best treasures. Okay, I hope today's hacks are going to help you find the best, most luxurious things at the best prices from TJ Maxx or Marshalls. As always, I love you so much, and I will see you next time.